Looks like we are live. Idiot of the day, commit don't quit live stream. Jeff here. Today we're going to call it substantial advice. Try to think of a name. You know what? I thought it was a good one, so we can always think of things that we have to talk to with each other. Anyways, it's good to see you. Let's see who we have here. Thanks for coming, everybody. I appreciate it. We have Mod Squads Comedy. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Can you hear me okay? Hopefully it's sound's going through okay. I thought the audio was okay, but I just want to make sure. Drew's Food Reviews. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. J Real Slots. Yo, how are you? It's good to see you. Country Cyclocam. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Graham McIntosh, you are live. Yes, I'm live. It's Thursday. You know what? I know Thursday's a little bit busier in the afternoon about this time, but Monday to Friday, same time always. It's always the same time. Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, it's a little busier going around the tube at 2 o'clock on Thursdays. But you know what? It is what it is, and it's great to see everybody. Aussie 1968, Mia. Good morning. 6 a.m. Friday. Oh my gosh, you're from the future, Mia. I always love that. Mia, Keg was here yesterday. I don't know if we'll see him today. We may not, just because it's early there, just as it is for you. But anyways, his goatee is nice and bright and pink. Oh my gosh, you should see it. Desmond's Donders. Dave, how are you? It's good to see you. PMDB Entertainment. Hey Paul, how are you? It's nice to see you. I can hear you. Good Mod Squads Comedy. I appreciate that. Thanks again. Steve Believe Guitar. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. You know what? Let me just keep that up. And anyways, how's everybody's Thursday doing? It's I can't complain at all here. Excuse me. Steve, nice to see you. Desmond Donders, good to see you. What was I going to say? J Real Slots. Hey, Desmond. So, just before I was coming on here, I was watching. I got about 10 minutes into the video. There's 10 more minutes to the video, but I was watching Michael Fire's. He has a second channel. Had Michael Fire Jr.'s channel for the last year, but just recently he put a new channel out called Video Content Marketing. And that's where he does the best hour of his day's live program. And you know what? I love it. I've been going there since September. It was pretty much almost about a month after I started all this, and I really enjoy it. Anyways, he switched his channel up, like it switched his live over to Video Content Marketing, and he released a video. I don't know if it's last night or today, but the video, it talks about how to succeed and how to excuse me, to go ahead forward with your channel and stuff. And if you're looking for sponsorship and stuff. So I've watched about 10 minutes. It's Michael Fire and Michael T. Panetta, and oh my gosh, it's so interesting about how they talk. If you're interested in growing, and if you were, I don't think this channel probably would, but anybody out there, if they were looking for sponsorship or looking to do reviews and stuff, they were talking about going to different like conferences and stuff, and it sounded interesting. I'm only about 10 minutes in, but if you get a chance, take a look at it, because it is really interesting. The two of them, they have a lot of good things to say. But if you're looking for that, it's a good one that I could recommend myself. But like I said, I'm only halfway through, but so far so good. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. It's Sarah GT. Hey Sarah, how are you? It's good to see you. J Real Slots, work is slow. The only good thing is tomorrow's Friday. I guess that's a good. Oh geez, Steve, whole family is sick. I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see here. Sorry, everybody. I'm just running through the chat. I want to make sure what I'm looking at here is exactly Desmond Donders. Give me a second to. Okay, there we are. Good. Okay. Gemma's Journey Grace. Hey, Gemma, how are you? It's nice to see you. I hope you're having a good one. It's probably about just after 7 o'clock at night in the UK for you. Hope you're well, my friend. Walker fam, hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. You know what? I can't complain. Anyways, does everybody know Cab 7? I know he's not here right now, but if everybody knows him, I'm not that kind of channel. I don't have that kind of knowledge, unfortunately. But you know, I enjoy the man. He's got like inspirational videos and his talks and stuff. I love his videos. But I just wondered if everybody knows him, that's fantastic. But you know, if you're not aware of Cab 7, you know, you should check him out. He does some great lives and that. He has great inspirational videos and has some great talks in the morning and in the evenings. But if you get a chance, check out Cab 7. You won't be disappointed, everybody. Really nice, nice gentleman that consider him a friend. Check him out if you haven't checked him out. Hey Gemma, hope everything's good. Hope everything's good. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Steve, as well. It's not good when, especially when the kids, you know, it's easy for us, you know, as adults, you know, we get sick, we can, get over it. But when your kids are sick, it's, you feel worse when the kids are sick. It's because you feel like, oh gosh, what can I do for them to help them out? Gemma's journey, Grace, yeah, I'm okay, but my grandma to rest yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, Gemma. I'm very sorry to hear that. It's definitely a hard time, Gemma. It certainly is. But the only thing you can do is just remember all the good times and that. But it definitely is definitely a hard time, Gemma. But we wish you all the best, my friend. And yes, the only thing I can say is the good times, the memories. That's what it's all about. That's just what life is in general. But that's the best part of to remember and stuff. Priscilla Nilla, hi Priscilla, how are you? It's nice to see you. Aussie 1968 Mia says, do not know Cab 7. Well, if you get a chance, I mean, you know, I don't try to say go here, go there, but if you know, there's somebody that people haven't seen or heard of, it's always good to let people know, in case you know, there's a lot of great people in here. We talk about each other and stuff, but you know, if there's channels maybe that people may not be aware of, or some people that are newer to the, like, have been a channel but maybe newer and stuff to the channel, it's a great idea to just not to tell them to go there, but to let them know of other channels too, just because you never know, it could be something that you're interested in. But yeah, he's a quite inspirational person. Mia, he is Country Cycle Cam. Yeah, I know him. Okay, that's good. Country Cycle Cam. Steve Belief says, I'm not ready for the Armageddon. I got the flu 10 times in 2018. Yikes, Steve, that's quite a few times. I don't want to jinx myself, because the minute I say something, usually that's when it happens. But I hope everybody gets better, Steve. I really do. Oh my gosh, Steve, you lost 10 kilograms. I was like 48 kilograms. Yikes, Steve, that's quite a drop. My gosh. Oh, Gemma, no, I understand, but you know, it do feel for you, Gemma. Honestly, we do. Yes, Sarah G says, hope you feel better, Steve, and your family. Yeah, we certainly do. We certainly do. J Real Slots, thank you very much, my friend. I hope you're doing well. You know, it's a great Thursday. Can't complain at all. My wife, you know, this morning. So every morning, just before we get ready to take my wife to work and son to school, I get the lunches packed and stuff. You know what? We had cooked ham in the slow cooker last night, so it was nice. Cooked ham, mashed potatoes, regular potatoes, some vegetables and stuff, and a few other things. Anyways, we put it in the Tupperware, set them out, or she did last night before going to bed. And the only thing is, I said to her, what do I give Ethan? She says, the ham. And I thought, oh, okay, great. I put it in a little thermos, heat it up, and it's not like hot, but it's warm enough for lunch, and he likes a hot lunch. So anyways, I made that. But the thing is, there's a girl my wife works with. She was going to bring her lunch, so she set up two specific lunches, one for her and one for her friend. And then Ethan's was down below. I didn't know that. I just saw the Tupperware. So I thought, oh, I cook it. So I cooked the whole thing. And she comes, all I hear is the yelling, hollering at me. And I thought, what the heck is going on? Next thing I find out, she says, you cooked both lunches. I said, no, I just cooked the one. She says, yeah, but you cooked her friends from work. And I'm like, what do you mean? She says, that was huge. That's big enough for an adult, not for an 11-year-old kid. I said, I just stuffed it in. She says he never can eat half of it. So anyways, she calmed down before getting to work, but I thought, oh, geez. Us guys can't do anything right sometimes, can we? We have to have a good, what's it called, on our back to get through it some days, because some days, you know, we know there's going to be a brick wall, but that's okay. You know what? They're worth it. Worth every not every insult, but every, you know what I'm trying to say. Yes, Steve, I understand that. That's the thing with little kids going to daycare. They bring everything home. They bring pink eye home. They bring the flu. They bring every single thing, and usually mom and dad get it, or it goes around. And once it seems like when one gets better, the other grabs it, or it starts all over again. Mia says, Aussie 1968, I'm sitting outside with a cup of slapping mozzies and taking pictures as the sun comes up. I really need to light some more mozzie coils. Steve says, I heard many people got the flu this week. Oh, it's too bad, Steve. I imagine the change of the weather doesn't help either, right? You were saying how warm it was. One minute it's darn cold out, and the next minute it heats up like it double, almost. And Sarah G's T says, Steve, we got ours last month from the kids' wellness visit from the doctors. Sucks because it was Christmas season. We missed the fun. That's too bad. Oh, gosh. So what's everybody up to this wonderful day or coming up on the weekend? I said to my wife, I said, she woke up this morning and she says to me, she says, oh my gosh, I totally thought it was the weekend. I woke up thinking it was Friday. I was so excited to get up. The week was done, to realize, oh gosh, one more day. But you know what? Like I told her, one more day. Whoop-dee, one more day. We got a phone call last night from our daughter. My daughter lives with her mom during the week and then with us on the weekend. So then she proceeded to say she has exams tomorrow. Her first exam, she got 4 courses. They start tomorrow and they end Wednesday. There's 4 courses done. Then she's got Thursday, Friday off next week. So she gets a long weekend, a 4-day weekend next weekend because of exams on the turnover the next semester. So I thought that's great, good for her. But so she's busy tonight studying. She's been studying all week, and you know, she'll do well on her course. I think it's history tomorrow. But anyways, we told her last week no real big sleepovers or big plans this weekend. But she said okay, and we told her if she wanted a friend over, she could have a friend over Friday. Saturday, it's a no-go because you know, she'll be studying the rest of the weekend. But anyways, it looks like she's going to. She couldn't be going over to the friends tomorrow night for a sleepover, and then we'll pick her up Saturday, which is fine. But Ethan has a birthday party to go. One of the kids in his class, actually one of the young kids that comes on here, it's his birthday. I think it's his birthday today, but they're celebrating tomorrow. And so 6:30 or so we have to go. But he's going to this party. It's a virtual reality party. It's this big, huge warehouse, and they go play virtual reality games for a couple hours, and then we pick him up, either stay or pick him up. So he's all excited about that. He says, Dad, we got to go pick his gift up. We've had all week, and, you know, we put it off to today. So we have to go pick that up. And he says, if we don't pick that up, Dad, I can't go to the birthday. So he's all wound up like that. So should be a kind of busy weekend. Should be a busy weekend. Let's see here. Country Cycling Cam, got to go for now. Catch you later. No worries, Country Cycling Cam. You have a good one, okay, my friend? It was good to see you today. It was nice to see us. Deeply video today. Yeah, it looks like the weather's crazy, but not just here. I mean, around the world today we got 14 degrees Celsius. Now it's -2. Yeah, Steve, you know, I was telling you the last couple of days we had -30, -25. Today it's like +2 or +3 here. But all the snow that we had, the ice and snow, we live kind of on a big steep hill. Like if you step out our house and stuff, you go out about 20 feet. And then the hill drops off a good 20 or 30 feet straight down. So a lot of the kids in the neighborhood and that come and they go tobogganing there, like sledding. But usually in the morning I take the dog down the hill. This morning I slid all the way down the hill, and I with my boots and everything on. I couldn't control myself. You'd have got a good laugh. Put this up here so I can see it better, so I'm not sitting there staring at it up there. Cole Outdoors. Hey Cole, how are you? It's nice to see you. Steve the Technophile, it's nice to see you. Steve says the Desmond Donders. Geez, I don't remember. Are you from Canada too? No, Steve. Desmond Donders. Dave is from Scotland. From the UK, but from Scotland. J-Real Sluts, what's the best free edit to edit videos from phone? Well, maybe somebody else can to let J-Real Sluts know. We don't edit from the phone. We just do it from the computer. and use Filmora, but I'm sure there's a few people that have edited from their phone. Maybe they could recommend something for JReal slots. I'm so sorry, everybody. I apologize. Cole Outdoor says, how are you today? How's everybody doing? Cole, everybody's great. I hope you're doing well too, my friend. Have anything planned today or for your weekend and stuff, my friend? Yes, thank you very much, Steve. I almost forgot, and you know what? Without your help, Steve, I would forget. I'm supposed to say that at the beginning, so I appreciate it. You know what? Anybody new to the channel, if you consider subscribing, there's a red subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner, and a little bell next to it. If you hit it, smash it, lick it, or tap it, whatever you want to do, you get notified for lives and for videos. But thank you very much. And anybody new here, you know what? If there's somebody you don't know, or the people that are here regularly, if there's somebody you don't know, if you check their channel, leave a message on one of their videos, so that way they can check you out. And I'm not saying, you know, subscribe if you want, if you like the content, if you're gonna watch again, and if you know what, that way, leave a message on their video, because if you just hit the subscribe or you like their videos and stuff like that, if you don't let them know, they're never gonna maybe check you out because they didn't even know you were there. So let them know, and you know what, they have the chance to check you out, and you know, you never know, you might become best friends. Or you might be interested in something you didn't even have any idea existed. Desmond Donders, laugh out loud, Jeff, you should have had the camera. Oh my gosh, Dave. You know what? I think if I took the camera 24/7, you remember that that movie years ago? It was called Ed TV. That's what I should have. I should have a camera on for all the stupid things I do in my regular day. I think you get a good laugh. Cole Outdoors, working really hard on the 4K watch time. Yes, Cole Outdoors, I imagine you're way beyond me. I'm about just under 2,300, so I'm just a little over half now, so I'm nowhere near it. I've tried, you know, I always do them Monday to Friday, the 2 p.m. show, and every once in a while, if you see me go live for like half an hour extra somewhere, it just it's also to talk to people that I don't get to see. But yeah, that 4K is almost impossible. Cole Outdoors. Brittany, Brittany, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. It's nice to see you. But yeah, if anybody knows any like editing programs that are good for the phone and that, let JReal slots know. I'm just not aware of any. I'm sure, you know, there's great ones out there, but I don't want to advise them, say use this one if it's not great for the phone. But if anybody could, just let them know. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Desmond Stoner, same here. I downloaded to the PC from the camera. Yeah, so do I. So I would love to tell him a great program. And like I said, there's probably great ones. I just don't know. Cole Outdoors, I don't edit from my phone, but I really like HitFilm. Yeah, Cole Outdoors, HitFilm. To me, I think HitFilm and DaVinci, those two may be the actual best editing programs out there. Beyond that one for, what is it? There's that one, something Pro for the Mac and stuff like that. That's a good one. I can't think of what that's called offhand. But yeah, HitFilm and DaVinci, I think those are definitely the best. Those are like professional editing programs, especially HitFilm. But they're as complicated as they're ever going to get. Today's my son Andrew's birthday. Oh my gosh, Cole Outdoors, happy birthday to your son. Everybody will wish Cole Outdoors' son Andrew a happy birthday. Happy birthday to him, Cole. You say happy birthday from everybody here. Can I steal it, Jeff? What's that? Oh, Cole Outdoors, what do you mean, can you steal it? Are you talking about that program? I know there's free ones out there, Cole. I don't know. Oh, no worries, me. I'll have Lud back. I had to get some Aussie spray. And JReal slots. It's Sarah GT says I'm just using iMovie for editing. That could be a good. Sarah GT says that's a good one. So that could be a good one too for you, JReal slots. I'm not familiar, so but definitely could take a look at them, and I'm sure there's a lot of great ones out there. Dole Whip Dad, good afternoon. How are you? I'm good. How you doing, Dole Whip Dad? Nice to see you. Welcome. You know what? Everybody, welcome, Dole Whip Dad. It's great to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. Much appreciated. Yes. Yeah, we have Android 2 JReal slots. Oh, you have the Galaxy S9 Plus. Well, you have probably a little more updated one than we do. I don't even know what this is. It's Samsung something, but I have no idea. It's whatever my wife got. When we signed up about a year ago for our data plan and stuff, my wife just updated. The camera's good, but I don't really know. Just like a basic Samsung, but it's not bad at all. Ah, there you go. So Dole Whip Dad is saying KeenMaster is the best mobile editor out there. I'm using it. I use it for 100% of my vids. So JReal Slots, did you see what Dole Whip Dad says? It's either KineMaster or KeenMaster. He's saying that KeenMaster is the best mobile editor. I've seen it on a lot of people's videos up, like not watermarked, but like up on their videos. So maybe you could check that out, because Dole Whip Dad's saying it's good. And I've seen it like on a ton of videos. But like I said, I just don't know. But it probably is one of the better ones. If Dole Whip Dad's saying it, I'd highly recommend checking it out, because Dole Whip Dad will know much better than I will. Yes, Sarah GT, Filmora, Viva Video, they're good too. I mean, we use Filmora just because it's for the computer ourselves. But like Dole Whip Dad, KeenMaster may be for like mobile editing, and that they may. I don't know. I don't even know if you can use Filmora for mobile editing. But I know that KeenMaster, I'm pretty sure you can use it for both. I'm at 1637 for hours, but my channel is not even 5 months old yet. Yes, Cole Outdoors. I started I'm coming February 1st. I will be 6 months into my channel. I started what is it? September, no, October, November, December, January. I'm 4 months into the lives now. I started about a month and 3/4 in to do lives, so you're right, Cole, it does take a long time. I know there's some channels that have just whipped through them in that, but I mean, I just have a regular live channel in that, but it does take a long time, Cole. It certainly does, but you know, it's a lot of fun. It really is. I hope you're having fun with it. I catch you sometimes, and you know what, I see you with Grant McIntosh. You two fellas are doing a great job and stuff. You've done real well for your channel, Cole. I mean, checking out that intro and stuff, and I still have not done any green screen, but I see you've put the effort out there, Cole, and it looks great, my friend. Oh, Sarah GT says, but it has a watermark. Yes. Let's see, everybody. Sorry, everybody. I'm just trying to check. Sorry. Yes, Aussie1968 is saying to Cole's son Andrew, happy birthday, Andrew. Yes, everybody at Cole Outdoors, his son Andrew, it's his birthday today, so if you could consider just even in the chat just saying happy birthday to Andrew, I'm sure Cole would appreciate it for his son, and that's awesome, Cole. It really is good of you to let everybody know. Big Keg, g'day, Drongos. Keg, it's good to see you, my friend. It is good to see you. Big Keg, Aussie, Mia, Aussie1968 is here. Let's see here. Tomorrow's looking good. Oh, Keg, that's right. You and me are from the future. I love it. I love it. I love it. Drew Food Reviews. I use iMovie because I have an iPhone. Okay. There you go. So, JReal Slots, Dole Whip Dad saying D. Nimmin and Nick Nimmin. I don't know D. Nimmin. I know Nick Nimmin, but maybe they must be related at some point. I don't know. The Nimmins have good videos on mobile editing, and they recommend KeenMaster too. Well, there you go. And I mean, Nick Nimmin, I've watched his stuff like a million times, and that fella's been on for a while. And his what is his the Min Dad? Anybody ever seen that video where the Min Dad goes, "That baby works"? Anyways, Nick Nimmin, whatever Nick Nimmin says, definitely like Dole Whip Dad says. Definitely check that out. You won't be disappointed. Joy Stewart, hey Joy, how are you? It's nice to see you. Oh, there you go. Big Keg uses KeenMaster also, and he loves it. So there's some great recommendations, everybody. That's great recommendations. Big Keg says, I pay for the premium KeenMaster, no watermark and extra features. Well, that's good, Keg, and you do a great job, my friend. You were doing a good job. Your latest, Keg, you were doing a great job. I like the thrift shop. You know, seeing that the fridge and stuff, that looked. How did you get that up? Did you actually were you able to take that home yet, or is it still out there? Yeah, you did a great job, Keg. You've done a great job, my friend. Big Keg. Yeah, okay, guys, I'm not sure. We have a Galaxy something, but I don't actually know what it is. Just it's probably about the same. Something my wife got when she signed up to Virgin Mobile, whatever it is for the 2-year plan. These Nick's brother. Oh, okay, no worries. I'll have to check him out. Like I said, I know Nick, but I don't. Well, I don't know him, but I know from watching his videos and stuff. Oh, D is Nick's brother, and he concentrates on mobile. Oh, okay, sounds good. Big Cake, smash the like button, folks. Thanks, Cake. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that. So, how's your day going? How's the future looking? Do we still have? Are we still live? If we're still live, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hopefully, I am still live. It's weird. It doesn't show that we're live anymore, so hope we are live. If we are live, can somebody just type in that we are live, please? I'm just curious if I've lost the connection here. So I'm only asking if we're live because right now my YouTube is saying that the channel is dead in the water. Let's see here. Steve says, I use Adobe Premiere. Oh my gosh, dude, that'd be awesome. Yeah, oh yes, okay, good. I was afraid. Honestly, I'll let you know, Keg, the stream just stopped dead in its track, and so I went back into the YouTube, and it wasn't live anymore. The timer was off, and everything just stopped dead. And I was talking, I thought, you know, the chat's not moving. I mean, maybe people aren't listening, maybe it's just not, but we are live. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry about asking. Sometimes, you know what, if you're on here like this, you just need to double check. Yes, Steve says he uses Adobe stuff. Okay. Live and sound good. Okay, good, Desmond Stonders. Good. Yes, Ozzy, that's a good question. So, Keg, me is saying, if you were to get Keen Master, do you pay by month or is it a one-off? I know, like, that's why we went with Filmora, because it was a one-off. You pay so much. I think they wanted like $80 or $90 at first, and then when we closed it down, like we weren't going to go, they gave it to us for half price, so we went with Filmora. But I know some of them, there is just a straight fee, and then some of them, they want you to pay by the month, and we said we can't afford that, but I was wondering if... Oh, okay. Keg says you pay a month, $5 a month. Okay, that's not so bad then. Yes, J-Real Slots, it's been a little glitchy, but you never know. I mean, sometimes I think, you know, it could be my connection too, because a few days ago or last week, my internet went off once or twice when I was live. I sat there and talked for 5 minutes, not to realize I looked at the modem, none of the lights were on, and I thought it's weird, nobody said anything in the chat. Then I realized I tried to open up another site, nothing. I was pretty much dead in the water. So I had to restart. I think it was about 15 or 20 minutes before I was able to get the connection back up. Dole Whip Dad, I need to learn P Pro and all the Adobe stuff. Just need to find time to learn it all. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, Steve, that is funny. Ah, okay, there you go. So Dole Whip Dad says for Keen Master he paid once $40, and that's good. As far as I'm concerned, Dole Whip Dad, that's what it should be, right? That's why we went with, at the time, had a friend recommend Filmora. Had I seen the name Keen Master, I would have checked that out as well. It's just he'd recommended, he'd used some footage and stuff, and it was great. So, like I said, it was about $79. And I think when they dropped it down, it's funny, when you close it out, like you're not going to use the program, all of a sudden they want to give it to you 50% off. I think it was like $39.99. Yeah, $40 pretty much. But my wife says, well, it's a one-off, and you get pretty much everything. I think for a couple months they give you, like, absolutely, you get everything, but they give you some special effects and a few other things that you wouldn't get, that you'd have to pay extra. Then after that, then if you want those, you have to pay. But I think about 80 to 90% of the stuff is included in the full program, but if you want those extra add-ons for the specialty stuff, I think you got to pay a couple times a year or something for that. But I think we're totally fine with what we have, and we enjoy it. And then it's fairly I don't want to say basic, but straightforward. So. Okay. Dole Whip Dad says it's $39 annually or $4.99 a month for Keymaster. Oh, okay. So it's not just $40 altogether. It's $40 a year then. Okay, no worries, no worries. I understand. Ozzy 1968 is asking Big K, do you know if it's computer friendly as well? I don't mind paying, but not if I can't use the program or app in both places. Understand me, I understand. Yes, and Ozzy 1968 saying the Dole Whip Dad, that seems like a reasonable price. Well, there you go. There you go. And it's an entry-level mobile editor. Well, there you go. That's good. Because you know what, Dole Whip Dad, that's good of you to let them know. Because I'm sure I've seen a lot of people that definitely use these for editing and that. You know, it's nice to know. I'm just not as familiar with the editing programs for the phone. Maybe they all have editing for the phones. I don't know. But it is nice, and especially those Nimmin fellas. That Nick Nimmin, what I like about him, he's straightforward. He shoots from the hip, and that he doesn't give you any BS. He doesn't give you the technical jargon where your everyday Joe's going to be like, what just happened? Because we all know those fellas, ladies and gentlemen. You get on there, you watch the tutorials. It's like, what did I just watch? I might have to watch it about 4 or 5 times to grasp it. And you know what? There are those fellas. But when somebody can sit there and tell you step by step, show you step by step, you just need to pause every couple minutes, do it exactly, run through it, and by the end, all of a sudden, it's like, I can grasp this. But some of them, they get so technical and they miss certain steps because they're so technical themselves. You get through some of the stuff, it's like they missed a whole step in there, and without that, you can't really, you're bypassing the whole main goal of what they're talking about. But yeah, the Nimmins for sure are not like that. They are going to let you know exactly how to do it step by step. And I mean, that's probably why they're so big. Because some of these other guys, you know, they're great at explaining stuff, but they're not getting it. They're for a technical person, not for your everyday person. It's one to just learn from the beginning. Definitely don't mind paying. JBreal Slots, definitely don't mind paying. Just want to have good content starting my channel, mainly for lives. Well, that makes sense, JBreal Slots. But you know, it looks like they've given you some great ideas. And Dole Whip Dad talking about that Keymaster and a few others. I think that's probably a great idea. And since it's for the mobile, that's probably I would imagine that's probably a good idea. And he's saying totally agree. The Dynamic is 100% worth my time watching every time. Exactly, and I really like him because you know what, he can talk. He can give you great ideas, especially with TubeBuddy and stuff like that. You know, if people aren't familiar, Nick Nimmin, I know he highly recommends, like, you know, with the vidIQ and TubeBuddy. If you haven't been into TubeBuddy, I think that's a great thing. It gives you so many great ideas in that, and it has offshoots for everything. So if there's people here that have never heard of TubeBuddy, you should check them out. You know, there's free versions of it, and it's definitely worth it. The Preacher in Government Blue Whale. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. It's nice to see you. And Preacher in Government Blue Whale saying, good evening, everybody. That's great. Yeah, Cake, who watches tutorials? Exactly. The only thing about the Nimmins and a few of the other ones, Cakes, if you want to go step by step and be able to end up with a great result, those tutorials at least are worth it, because some of them, you know, I don't want to say garbage in, garbage out, but sometimes it literally is. It's like, what did I just watch? Crazy Kimberlyn, hey, can't stay but want to stay in, stop in and say hi. Thanks very much, Crazy Kimberlyn. It's nice to have you here. Welcome. It's great to see you. I thought my wife might show up today, but we're just a little over halfway, and it looks like she must be busy. She's been busier this week. She's able to stop in here and there, but I think it might have been a busier day. So she may be listening, but she can't. If she doesn't chime in, it's because she just is either too busy, or she could be out exercising. Joe has started walking with one of the girls she works with every day. I think she walks half an hour to 15 minutes on her breaks and then half an hour on her lunch. She says, I just want to get myself in a little bit better shape this year, so I think that's great. Yeah, Keg, I learned from my mistakes, and most of my mistakes are with my wife, and it's hilarious because she'll teach me, especially with the editing. You know, I think she probably thought she was teaching a little kid when she was doing the editing with me, but you know what? I need the hands-on for me. I can't. I can listen to it or read it, but unless I'm doing it, to me, I'm hands-on. I need that, unfortunately. Dole Whip Dad, TubeBuddy is good stuff. Link in my bios for a free trial for the way. Yes, Dole Whip Dad. I think it's fantastic, and you know all the descriptions when you put everything in, and you can get great ideas from them. That unfortunately we just had the free version, but my wife has been considering. She says, I don't think TubeBuddy's terribly expensive. If you were to get, I don't know if it's a one-off or it's just yearly or monthly or what, but I need to look into it because my wife has been suggesting it. She says maybe it's a good idea just to get a little bit more ideas and stuff, because if you can have some descriptions and guidance on, you know, trying to get things out there a little further. I know TubeBuddy. I don't know much about vidIQ. I keep reading about it, but I mean, I've read more about TubeBuddy than I have vidIQ. I imagine they're fairly similar, but I know TubeBuddy from what I've played with it. But Ozzy1968 Mia says, what I'm doing to do now, hopefully, is download everything to my laptop and use it to design and edit my videos. Suggestions for laptop video editing programs. I have Windows. Okay. Sarah GT, sometimes I cannot understand tutorials on YouTube, so I just Google it and do read step by step. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it depends, and it depends who's doing it, right? There's probably hundreds or thousands of different ones out there for each thing you're looking. But you know, if you can get that one person, it's just like general everyday life. It's like, you know, your mechanic. If you can get that great mechanic or someone that you trust, that's the one you go back to. Dole Whip Dad, Premiere Pro is the best for that, I believe. Ozzy1968. Well, that's good. Mia, did you hear Dole Whip Daddy saying Premiere Pro would be the best for that, for what you're looking for? Yes, Dole Whip Dad says, get the free trial for TubeBuddy. The free version is pretty dang good. So far, so good. There's probably, you know what, there's probably a lot more with the paid, but what I found with the free one, it's pretty, I don't want to say straightforward, but I like it. But I would like to, there must be I imagine there's a lot more when you pay for that option. But yeah, so far I really enjoyed the free version so far. Steve believes trolls are becoming a trending on YouTube. Today one guy asked me advice on the guitar. I spent 5 minutes to check him and commenting. I gave him a few advices. Then he insulted me under my video, and he said I was insulting him. I'm sorry to hear that, speechless. I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. I am sorry to hear that. Yes, Ozzy1968 says, yes, very grateful. Yes, no, it's awful great when I can only give a little bit of advice, a few things, but people like Dole Whip Dad, when they're a little more familiar with, well, a lot more familiar, they can definitely give advice, especially on like video editing and different programs. I can talk about, that's my thing, I can talk like a basic knowledge of stuff. There's certain things I can talk a little more detail, but I'm not going to bore anybody on here. If you get me talking about music, I could talk all day. Ask Kay. I won't shut up. I could talk. I can't go on like Steve, but that's not what I would be talking in that sense. Anyways, but if you got me talking about music, I definitely talk all day about it. Now Steve, the technical side, he could put you into that level for sure, but it's just something I have an interest in. Yes, J Real Slot says, really do appreciate you all. Nothing but the best for everybody. Exactly, J Real Slots. You know what? I find 99% of the people you run into on lives, like either here or everybody else's lives and stuff, 99%, just about 100% of the people you meet are really good people. But like Steve says, you do get the offshoot, and sometimes not even that 1%. It could be a point whatever percentage. But that's just like everyday life. You know, you go to work, you'd have your great buddy, but then you could have your worst nightmare sitting right next to you all day. So you never know what you're going to get, but you can just try your best and try to be as honest as possible. Oh, geez, Desmond's Donners, Dave. I did a video on trolls. You should take a look at it. It's a spoof. Is it recent, Desmond's Daughters? Let me know if it's like a recent one, or I'll have to take a look for that one, Dave. I'll have to take a look at that one. Let me just check here. Yeah, it's so funny, you know what? It shows me live here on OBS, but the tube says I'm offline. I can't figure it. It's never like that, but for some reason today, it show. Nobody has to talk about that, but it totally shows that I'm offline on YouTube right now. Dole Whip Dad, some music. What do you all use? I've been thinking about getting Epidemic Sound. You know what? I've heard that's awesome. I don't Dole Whip Dad, but I'm just using the stuff native in my Keen Master program right now. Need to expand. So what do you all like? Well, Dole Whip Dad. I honestly, there's so many. You know what? I've heard of, like you said, Epidemic Sound, ME Free Music for your videos. Here, that's a great one. But to be honest, I'm so afraid of a copyright strike that I just use the YouTube library. But I've heard Epidemic Sound is a really nice one. There's quite a few. Who is it? What's the fella? He's an Australian fella. Oh, gosh, I can't think of his name. He's not video. Something Brown. Not Andy Brown. Is it Justin Brown? He's an Australian fella, and he's got a really great program on YouTube. And I watch him. I've been watching him since day one. I think it's Justin Brown. And that fella, he talks about like great. He talks about Epidemic Sound, but he goes into real depth about the music programs and that and what to use. But yeah, I think Michael Fire uses Epidemic, but I hear there's a ton of different ones. But unfortunately, you know, I've taken the good advice from a couple of people, and I've just went with YouTube's basic library just because I really do not want to get hit with something for. And you never know, you know, these like Epidemic, and there's a few that you can trust because you know what you're paying, you're making sure that it's going to be trusted. But there's some, you know what, you never know if some of the ones they say they're free. But what, you know what, how can you honestly be guaranteed? What if you put something up, all of a sudden, boom, it's done, and what are you going to do then? Yes, and Steve is saying the same thing. End of the day, yes, Jeff, use the YouTube library and you're safe. Exactly. Now, if I could be guaranteed, some of the paid programs, you probably could, but if you're looking for free, like Steve says, I think the YouTube library, it's bang on. It's from them in the first place. They're the ones putting it out there. So, but the other ones I would love to say use them. I can't recommend anything just because I'm too on the fence for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, Desmond's Daughters. Definitely drop it, please. It was back in August 2017. I could drop the link. Yeah, Dave, definitely drop the link. I'd like to see it for sure. I can't watch it this second, but I will. Ozzy 1968 Mia says, I'm teaching myself the piano and I'll be making my own background music. Eventually, in the meantime, only what is available on YouTube. Well, that's awesome, Mia. I hope that'll sound awesome. I always wanted to learn the piano. I couldn't play the piano other than a few chords. Big Cake says, DWD, it's all copyright free and wide genre rank, but not the popular. I use a lot of it and credit the artist. Well, that's good, Cake. I mean, I like what you have in your video, but it's just called DWD. Is it? I'll have to take a look at it. Ozzy 1968, I have come to love trolls. They led emotion over real sense. I end up confusing them. Then they ignore me, laugh aloud. It's fun. Oh, that's awesome, yeah. That is good. Yes, Dole Whip Dad. I didn't know what DWD is as well. I'll have to take a look at that. So everybody, Desmond's Daughters. Dave's just dropping a link here. It's for the video that he put up, Desmond Troll Hunters. So if you check that out, it's one that he put out in just over about a year and a half ago, it looks like. Yes, DWD. Okay, we'll have to check that out. Mickey XOXO. Hey, good afternoon, Mickey. It's good to see you. Hey, on that note, Mickey, you know what? That was awful good of you to do that raid over to Dromar Family last night. They did so good. You know what? We were trying to push when we're on there for them because, you know what? George was, you know, the husband and wife, George and his wife, he said that if he'd put a video up a couple days ago saying that, you know, if he was able to get so many likes on his on the video that they were putting up, he was going to shave his head on the video. So he ended up shaving his hair off, and he ended up shaving. It looked good on him. It really did. I told his wife that it looked nice on him. She said thank you, and then he ended up shaving off with a razor. It looked good. And then he said if he was to get 100 likes, he was going to shave the beard off, because I guess his wife didn't like the beard or goatee. It was the beard. So he ended up, they did get over that, and he was able to shave. I think his wife. Unfortunately, I didn't see that part. Joe's showed me after, but I did see that he was able to get that taken off. But they did real well. I was real happy for them. You know, in your head you got to think. You know, I mean, I shave it once in a while, so it's no big deal to me. But you know, somebody that doesn't shave it all the time, or has hair and he's got a good head of hair that really probably doesn't want to, for him to do that, it was definitely, you know, you wanted more people to see it, because you know he deserved it if he's shaving that off. Yes, Mickey, oh my gosh, George shaved, yes. And unfortunately, like I said, I didn't see the shave part. Like Joe showed me later. She said, look, and I said, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And he really did look good. He does look good. His wife, I think she must have been so happy, so happy. Oh, Desmond Saunders says, sorry, I guess not the first one, try this link instead. So the second link that Dave from Desmond Saunders is dropping, click that one, and that'll show you the video that he put up. Yes, Mickey, Mia saying good morning. Yes, Mickey, it was amazing, wasn't it? You know, they are such a nice couple and stuff like that. They are such a nice couple. My wife said they're so cute in that, and you know, he really loves her in that. It's nice to, you know, most people love their husbands and wives and stuff, boyfriends and girlfriends, but you know, not everybody has their significant other on the channel, because not everybody wants to be on here. You know, there's a lot of great people, and you know, their husbands and wives are great people too, but it's not for them, and you know, you have to respect them for that. Like, luckily, I'm lucky that my wife likes to come on and you know, spend the time with me. She didn't think at first she would, but after a little after she watched it a little, she says, yeah, I want to be part of it with you too. I really enjoy it, and I want to do things with you. So she can't do it all the time, and she doesn't get on here all the time, but when she does, it's my favorite part. If I could have her here with me right now all the time, I mean, it's definitely not doable that way, but it is the best part of my day, next to having you all here. Best part is having my wife with me. Six Hand Spice, hey, Six Hand Spice, it's nice to see you. It is great to see you. Six Hand Spice, you were on JCTV last night, weren't you? I'm pretty sure you were. I'm going to type in their, I can't type in the link, just because but this is one of my favorite family channels. If you haven't seen them, Ken, he has his own channel called Dad's Den Reviews. He does tech reviews. He comes on here. He's not, unfortunately, able to, he's in that, like, shadow whatever right now, where he's not able to chat in lives, but he's able to, you know, do lives and do his videos for that channel. But they have their own channel for their family channel called JCTV. It's about his two sons, Jonah and Connor, and him and his wife, Ken and Susie, his wife. They do it with their two sons. I think Jonah's 14 and not Jonah. Connor's 14 and Jonah's 17. Just a bunch of nice kids. And last night they went to their local pizzeria, and they did the live. It was fantastic. If you get a chance, check them out. And you know what? It was so awesome. They must be friends with the owner, and they had them go back into the back room, and they had the kids make their own pizzas, and they did it live. It was fantastic. The kids had a great time. But if you get a chance, check them out. They're super nice people. Hey, Berto, how are you? Skylark Berto, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you, my friend. Yes, JCTV and AU Pack Mule, hello, and yes, you are blessed, Jeff. Yes, AU Pack Mule, I love it. AU Pack Mule, I liked your OBS setup, and I did like that the sunset in that. You said it was in California, right? It was absolutely beautiful. I wish I could do that on OBS. I don't think I have the capability, unfortunately, but I did like the setup, my friend. Yes, J Real Slots, awesome. You guys are real. Exactly. That's what I find. For me, I don't have anything specific, J Real Slots. I'm just talking from the hip, from the heart, just talking to a bunch of friends and stuff. So that's what I am. Yes, Six Hand Spice, thanks for all the welcomes, all you awesome people. Yes, they certainly are, Six Hand Spice. They certainly are awesome. Yes, I thought you were Six Hand Spice. Yes, I was on the Pizza Live last night. Good family. They certainly are, aren't they? I said to Joe, you know what? I love the merchandise, and I like the logo for JCTV. It says JCTV, and I think the one son loves basketball. But I said to Joe, I said I would like to get one of those shirts or hoodies or something. I'm looking into it. I don't think they're on Teespring, but they're on one of these other ones. And that, if you click on the about, there it shows about their merchandise. So I'm going to take a look at that. Mia says, my hubby was here, he would video bomb instead of photo bomb every chance he got. Well, I'm sure he would. Yeah, you know, it's the best part when they do that. It certainly is. Hey, Sarah GT, my husband doesn't like social media, but when I post something, he's the first to like and watch my post. No, it's understandable. It's not for everybody. You know what? They support you. Usually your spouses do, but you know what? I guess you have to understand, you know, it's not for everybody. And I'll tell you, you know what? Before I did this, it definitely wasn't for me. I didn't think in a million years I would ever do this. And I didn't even know about this kind of stuff anyways, other than watching videos. I didn't know about lives and stuff like that, but I kind of enjoy it. You packed meal from my hotel room was when I was on vacation at Disneyland. Oh, okay, that's awesome. No, it's a nice backdrop and it looks beautiful. It really does. Me, I love that. Sergi, you packed me like Game of Thrones. Oh my gosh. Anybody else like Game of Thrones? I love that show. I guess it's coming back in April, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's coming back in April. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of my favorites. It might not be for everybody else, but I love it myself. Dole Whip Dad, it's a great stream. So glad I took a little work break. Thanks so much. Oh, no worries. Dole Whip Dad, you're welcome here anytime. But you know what? If you're busy at work, I understand. But I really appreciate you dropping in. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate it for sure, especially to find out about like KineMaster and the video editing programs that you're talking about. I've heard of them. I'm not as up on that kind of technology, so it was nice to have you here. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Fitz of Bakes, hey Fitz, how are you, buddy? It's nice to see you. Preacher and Government Blue Whale, almost at my goal. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Hope you get there soon, my friend. I hope you get there soon. Let's see here. Ujag Pivy? You know what? I imagine Big Keg and Aussie 1968. Mia and Big Keg. Uja Gig Pivy. You know, I'm messing that name up, and I really do apologize. If they're your friends, welcome, and I'm sorry if I've messed your name up. I don't mean to. Mr. Rocker Vlogs, Mr. Rocker. Hey, buddy, how are you? It's nice to see you. It's my thing, Game of Thrones. Oh, Abe Packmule. I love it. The Lannisters, I can't say enough about that. I love me some Game of Thrones. Abe. It's John, right? Abe Packmule? I'm pretty sure. I wrote it down, so yes. John, yes. I love Game of Thrones, too. I do love it. Mia says, I used to carry a video camera everywhere I went. My hubby would fly in on his horse yelling, hi-ho, Silver Way. Oh, gosh, I love that. I love it. Desmond's daughter, so laugh out loud. We call it Game of Thrones prime time. Dave, do you like it too? I absolutely love it. I absolutely love that show. Sarah GT, I love Game of Thrones. Never miss it. So excited for the final season. I can't wait either. I'm so excited to see what happens to the Lannisters and Jon Snow. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for that. I'm so looking forward to it. You know, I love the intro of Game of Thrones. If I could have an intro for our channel, it'd be something on the lines of, there's somebody on YouTube that had or has, I can't remember what his name is. When I first started watching, he had an intro, and it was just like Game of Thrones, like the map, the orange-yellow map, and it going from like world to world and stuff. That's what I would love. I love an intro like that, because that's absolutely my favorite intro to any show ever. Hey, Packmule, Big Keg is my hero. He certainly is. He's a great guy. Just started following you, Big Keg, on Mia's recommendation. Yeah, Big Keg is a fantastic fella. Ujag, why can't I say that? Ojega Pivy? Maybe that's it. If I've mispronounced it, I have. Oh, Abe Packmule, yes, John, it is. Okay, John, and if you don't want me to call you that, I won't, but, you know, I find sometimes, once I get to know everybody's name, saying everybody's names, I'll still say your name, but saying your actual name, I find it just as easy to get through things sometimes. Watched a few vids. Oh, good. Hey, Pack Meal, it's Sarah. Are we getting a prequel too? That's what I hear. I hear that, John. I don't know much about it, but I don't know. Are any of them that are actually on it now going to be included or no? A bit of a recycler myself. Oh, okay, okay. I will have to check Ujega Pivi out. I will have to check you out because me and Big Keg, you know, they're great people in that. So I'm definitely going to check you out later. I love that name. I love that name. I know I'm not saying it right, but I do love it. Thank you. Hope you like my stuff. Well, I like the name, so that says it all. So I'm sure, you know, if Keg and Mia are friends with you, I'm sure we're gonna love you here. But anyways, it's great to have you here. So thank you very much. You know what? The idea that you came here, I really appreciate it. So definitely, I'm gonna check it out. It'll be some point today, but I will for sure. Ozzy68 says, Ojega Pivi's Keg's channel is fun. Yes, it is. It is. Name's Damo. Okay, well, you know what? Let me write that down in my list. Everybody gets a kick when I have a list. I just keep everybody's name. That way, you know, down the road, if I run into anything, I can, let me write that. Sorry, everybody. I'm just going to be a second. Dano. There you go. Easy enough. Here we are. Willie Parker, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. I had barbecue mac and cheese and baked beans and sweet potatoes, rolls, and sweet tea for lunch. Oh my gosh. You had a full lunch there. You had a full lunch. Ooh, Ozzy1968 says, I made a banana smoothie for brekkie. Willie Parker, hey buddy, how are you? It's good to see you. You Pack Meal, they're filming this summer, and it's from the Westeros origins about 5,000 years ago. Yikes. So at that point, none of them are going to be in it. Then it sounds like it should be. It should be exciting because I mean they've done a great job with it so far. Oh my gosh, Fitz, it is so close to Friday, isn't it? J Real Slots, love the accent, Jeff. You know, it's funny. We don't think we have it, but I know we do. But it's just like everybody. It doesn't matter. You know what? We don't think we do, but it's like everybody here. If we hear a certain person, we're like, yeah, we know exactly where they're from. So it makes sense. Makes sense. Dole Whip Dad. Alrighty, time for me to get some work done later. Thanks again. Oh, no worries. Dole Whip Dad, thanks so much, my friend, for coming. I really appreciate it. You have a great one, okay? You have a good one, and thanks for coming, my friend. Steve, the list so sweet, Jeff. Yeah, Steve. You know me. Once I get to know everybody, I don't need the list for that, but once I start, it's great to write it down. That way I don't ever mess it up eventually. How are you, Jeff? Oh, I'm good, Willie. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I mean, we've almost been on here an hour. I can't believe the last hour is literally for a Thursday. You know, you never know how Thursday is going to be. It could be really quick, or it could be just long and drawn out, but it has not been long and drawn out. Literally feels like about 5 seconds ago I came on and said hello to everybody. So it's been a great one. It's been a great one. And honestly, what do we have? We have one more day, then it's the weekend. But it's funny, you know what? It's already Friday for Keg and Mia and all the Australians. But by tomorrow, you know what? It'll be the future for them as well. It'll be Saturday for them tomorrow, if you can believe. Fitz says, Keg, take me with you. Sarah G, I love the intro. Don't want my husband fast forward the intro because I feel like a conductor in an orchestra. Exactly. I just love it. And you know what? You remember the fella, I can't think of his name, on any Game of Thrones people here. On Game of Thrones, you remember when, not the Lannister, but Jon Snow's sister, what's her name? The short one. She went away and she became like a warrior princess almost. Remember when she trained with that fella, the man of 1,000 faces? What was his name? Does anybody remember that? Whatever his name was, that character, I loved that character at the time, at the beginning. Good, Willie, you're doing well. Did you play any sports in high school? Well, I played hockey from the time I was 4 till the time I was about 19 or 20, Willie. I played hockey. I learned to skate when I was about 4. My grandmother was retired. She worked at the ice arena on the weekends, and the fella that ran the arena when I was little, when I used to go in to see my grandmother, he used to give me he's sharpened skates. He had the sports whatever center, Had jerseys and hockey sticks. He'd give me hockey sticks as a little kid. Anyways, I remember the first time I learned to skate, he closed the arena down one night, and he said to stay, and he closed it, and he left the lights on. And he let my dad and I go out on the ice for about an hour as he was doing things, I guess, that night. And he came out, and a couple other people taught me to skate when I was 4. And yeah, I played hockey from that time, and then unfortunately I liked volleyball, but I was too late in high school for volleyball. And our next door neighbor was the high school gym teacher, and he really wasn't into anything else but hockey. But you know, I'm not that tall anyways as it is now, but I definitely wasn't in high school. And he's like, "Oh yeah, Jeff should try out for basketball." I thought, basketball? Since I'm not as you can see, I'm not 6 foot whatever, and I'm definitely no basketball player. But anyways, yeah, I played basketball through high school, and it's just because, I don't want to say he made me, but the first couple of years of high school I had to play basketball because it was off season when hockey wasn't going on. So I played basketball, and my parents were like, "Oh yeah, the gym teacher, the neighbor, he wants you to go up for basketball." So I went out, played it. I actually hated every minute of it, but yeah, I played basketball. Didn't hate it. It wasn't for me. But Cirio Farrell, Cirio Farrell. Okay, that's the name. Okay, I know I'm messing that up too. Fitz-a-Biggs. I was on the basketball team in high school, but I sat on the bench because I don't play. Fitz. Yeah, that's exactly how I was. No, it's not that I don't mind playing it, but you can see I'm not a tall fella, and I wouldn't then you know, I could do some layups, some stuff, and some shots, some trick shots, but definitely not a good basketball player, unfortunately. Drew's food review. Okay, just let me know. Fitz-a-Biggs. Sound will return. It's no audio, no audio, no audio, no audio, no audio. Just let me know. The sound will return. When it returns, just say yes. Let me know when the sound comes back on. Just say sound on or something like that. It doesn't matter. No, everybody doesn't have to say it, but if somebody sound, okay, sound good. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Fitz-a-Big says I'm 6'2", but I was the shortest player on the team. Yikes! If I could go use a couple inches, Fitz, I'm about 5'9.5", so I'm definitely not tall. But my dad and brother were about 6'1", so yeah, I took it from my mom, I guess. Have audio again. Good. Thanks a lot, everybody. Jeff, hello. I'm so sorry, but everybody's aware, you know, recently the audio has been going out. So the nice thing is, instead of dropping out of the stream, I just unplug the mic, plug it back in. It's a USB connection. It comes back in within about 30 seconds. But luckily I was looking, I saw no audio, so we didn't get too far off. But sorry about that, everybody. I appreciate you for staying, okay? I really do. It means a lot because, you know, previously we had to disconnect everything, reconnect, and we're looking about 3 or 4 minutes. Now it's 30 seconds at the most, so it is what it is. But thanks again, everybody. Much appreciated. Audio is working again. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Mia, Aussie, 68, sound on. Good. Thanks, Mia. I appreciate it. Gils goes, hey, good to see you all today. Bob, it's good to see you, buddy. How are you? You know what? We've been talking for a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Then the sound went out a couple minutes ago. Came back on about 30 seconds after, so. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't mean to cough. I have a little bit of a tickle in the throat. I sound like an old man now, don't I? Keg. Oh man. Yeah, so could I, but I'm not gonna talk. No, I'm just teasing. Big Keg, I could use a couple. Yep. I want. Howdy, Desmond Donders. Oh my gosh, Keg. Oh jeez. You know what? Marie would be dying laughing if she was here. You remember what we were talking about yesterday about the color of things in that Keg? Oh my gosh, I love it, Keg. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Hey, Bob, it's good to see you, Bob. Nice to see you, my friend. It's nice to see you. J-Real Slots. Oh, gosh, good at Ripley. Listen to me, I'm dyslexic. Good at reading lips, but can you revise the last 3 minutes? Yeah, exactly. I rambled on, and I can't even remember what I was talking about, but it is what it is, right? Gils laughed my ass off. Big Cake, how are you, bud? You know what? It's great to see everybody. It's certainly good. Mia, Big Keg, you are naughty. Oh my gosh, Mia, you should have heard the chat yesterday. I sat there for 5 minutes laughing at what Keg had to say. Oh my gosh, you know how he's got. If everybody doesn't know, if they haven't seen the last couple of videos, Keg had dyed his goatee pink. It's bright pink, and there's a reason for it. But please watch his videos to understand. And there's a wonderful reason for him dyeing his goatee pink. But anyways, we're talking about the ladies, and anyways, Mia, if you get a chance, take a look at yesterday's live. I don't remember exactly where it is. I'll try to figure it out, and I'll let you know before you check it out. But I don't want to say it on here because in case a couple of people get offended. But oh my gosh, it was so priceless. All of us sat and laughed our heads off for a good 5-10 minutes. Desmond Donders was here, Steve was here. It was so funny. Only when he said what he said, I almost fell out of my chair, but it was priceless. Desmond Donders, Big Keg, are you talking about last night's subject? Oh my gosh. Gils, Bob said, doing well. Good. Gonna stream tonight. You in, Jeff? Yes. Bob? Yes. It may not be, are you going at 7, Bob? Let me know. Because what do we have to do? We have to get our son... I'm in for sure, Bob. But I might not be. I'll be on just after 7. But I may not be there exactly at 7 o'clock, Bob, because I have to pick Joe up, and we have to go pick up our son a birthday present for... he's got a birthday to go to tomorrow night. So we have to go pick up that present right after work and then grab supper. So we'll be home, but it just may be... I may not be on right exactly 7 o'clock, just a few minutes after. But yeah, I'd be in for it for sure. Yes, Steve, I think Joe's really busy. I think so, too. She might be listening in the background, but she's not come on at all today. And I think it's, long story short, I will not talk about what's going on at work. But anyways, yeah, things are a little busy at work and that for. 21090 Burn. Hey, Todd, how are you? Hey, Jeff. I hope you're all doing good. Yes, good. It's good to see you. You know what, Todd, we did get tickets. My buddy, I think I told you, it's not till July, but the Def Leppard, excited about that. Gils, Bob saying, trying to like heck to get through. Let me see that. Sorry, the chat. Trying to like heck to get through the day so I can stream tonight. I'm chomping at the bit, laugh a lot. Oh, good, Bob. Good. Now, Bob, is it 7? Great to see you. J-Real Slots, great to see you. Yes. But yes, I definitely, Bob. Like I said, it just may be a couple minutes after 7 because Joe finishes at 5 by the time we get things done. Get home, but as far as I can see, I can't see any reason why not, Bob. Yes, I'm in for it too. I definitely am in. Hey, Bob. So J-Real Slots is edits things from his phone. Now he was asking, Dad's Dole Whip Dad was on. What's wrong with me? I can't think of the name right off. He was on earlier and suggested KineMaster for editing on his phone. Is there anything you could suggest? I know you don't do it from your phone, but anything you could think of, Bob, for your phone, like a good editing program for your mobile phone? Because JReal Slots was curious because he does things off his phone. So they suggested KineMaster. I was saying we use Filmora. I know you do use Filmora as well, Gil Skills. But if you have any ideas, I don't myself, but they were suggesting KineMaster for editing from the mobiles. Gil says 7 p.m. Eastern, whenever you can, brother. It would be nice hanging on a panel with you again. Yeah, no, Bob, it would be. Is it okay, Joe, come on with me? I mean, I haven't even asked her, but if it's okay with Joe, but if that's okay, if not, it'd just be me, Bob. But yeah, definitely be just like I said, if it's not 7, like 10 after, quarter after the very latest, Bob. But I'm pretty sure. I can't see why we can't make 7, but it just might be a few minutes after just because of the time. But definitely tonight for sure, Bob. I'll be looking forward to it. It feels like I haven't seen you in forever, Bob. I mean, you know, we see each other on, but anyways, that'd be great, Bob. It will. Ozzy 1968 Mia says, I spent 4 years working with men. Oh, if you're able to offend me, I will tickle a croc's tail. Oh, Mia. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, you guys got the tickets. Act excited. Oh, gosh. I've never seen them, and I'm so excited. But you're right. You know what? I looked it up. Tesla. They must be doing the Canadian dates or something, Todd. I'm so excited. I really am. Yes, pour some sugar on me. Oh, my gosh. Steve, that would be awesome to hear you pour some sugar on me. No, I'm not. Gil Skills Bob saying, I don't honestly know of any apps that I could recommend. Yeah, I don't either, just because Joe does. Well, I guess I'm doing it now, too. Just through the computer, but Big Keg Pizza, yes. Oh, good. Okay, Bob says, laugh out loud. JoJo has an open invitation, Jeff. Okay, Bob, sounds good. I'm pretty sure, you know what, it's been a different week for her, so but I can't see why she wouldn't want to come on with me. I'm sure she'd love to. And she's not on today, everybody. There's a lot going on at work right now for her, so I'm not going to explain it over here. But anyways, that's the reason Joe's not on here, everybody. Down the Rabbit Hole Travel. Hey, Marty, how are you? Afternoon, everybody. It's good to see you, Marty. Everybody, you know what? I was saying, you know what? If you get a chance to check out Down the Rabbit Hole Travel, check out her channel. You know what? Her husband and her, they went to Venice, and they travel all over the place. But one of the latest videos, they did a couple of videos. If you get a chance, check it out, because you know what? They did one on Venice, and it's absolutely beautiful. I've heard a lot about Venice. I don't really know anything about it other than my brother and my friend went years ago. But there's not a library, but a bookstore. You should check it out, the video, everybody. You should check that out. Yes, oh my gosh, Bob, that would be fantastic if he could be. Big Keg, you're another one I haven't had on the panel in ages. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, Bob, that would be fantastic. Oh my gosh. 21090 Brewing, Jeff, they will play that in all their hits. Oh my gosh, I think, you know, a lot of bands, that's what they do now, right? They play exactly what the audience wants to hear. You know what? I remember years ago going to shows and people get on and you know, they play some of the new album, some of the hits and some of the new stuff. And a lot of times, you know what? 99% of the people want to hear the hits, but there are the music fanatics that want to hear the new stuff. I mean, I like both, so it doesn't matter. But there are people that do like both. Steve Belief says, Odyssey 1968, Windows Movie Maker, Laugh Aloud, Adobe Premiere, and Cine Vegas. Okay, well, there's good ones for you, Mia. Oh, Sony Vegas. Okay, well, there's good ones from Steve Believe Guitar, Mia. He's recommending a few there, too, so those are good ones, too. Down the Rabbit Hole Travel. Thanks, Jeff. Just put out a plea for nominations for the Corel Express competition. Oh, I know I didn't say that right, Marty, and I apologize. I apologize. Gil Skills, I know they have Big Keg. I've always here if I can help in any way. Yes. Steve Believe, Idiot of the Day, do you like kebabs? I just had one. Oh my gosh, do I like them. I like kebabs. I like gyros or gyros and falafel. I love Oh my gosh, Steve, my favorite is souvlaki. I love me some souvlaki. I love kebabs, souvlaki. We have this guy. He has a chain. He had a restaurant, but he had little. He was a fellow that had stuff for the last 30 years, but he had places all downtown, like especially on the weekends. He had little like huts, they called them, and they were open for all the young people at the bars. Like he had a big business here, but on the weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, he had little huts all over downtown for when the young kids would come out after drinking stuff. And people, there was always hot dog stands, but he had it was called Sammy Souvlaki, and this guy, my God, my favorite thing was souvlaki after a night of drinking. Now that was like almost 25 years ago now. That's not anytime soon. I've not been out on a binge like that in years. But yeah, souvlaki, my absolute favorite souvlaki. If I could, a nice thick round souvlaki. Man, Steve, you shouldn't have said kebabs. Now all I want for supper is a souvlaki, my friend. Oh yes, and Mia, Gil Skills, and myself are both saying Filmora. That's a great editing. Now, Gil Skills, is it good for phone editing? I don't know, but yes, for the computers, definitely Filmora, and it might be good for phones too. I don't know, mobiles. Desmond's Daughters, nothing wrong with Movie Maker. Well, there you go. See, every time someone brings it up, there's more information on all this. As he says, thank you. Every time I use Windows Movie Maker, freezes. That's too bad, Mia. That is too bad. Marty's Down the Rabbit Hole Travels says, yes, same here. Gonna take my kid to the dentist soon, but he won't get dressed, so we have... Marty. Oh, gosh. Gil Skills, Windows Movie Maker is free. I've used that for years. Okay, well, there you go. I mean, I guess it all depends on the computer and the phone and stuff, so... Oh, yes. Let me see here. Oh yes, Mia, Filmora. It's a great one. We use it at home, and you know what? It has a lot of great features. It was $39 on recommendation from the master, from Gil Skills, from Bob, our good friend. But we love it. Joe would use another one, but it was way too complicated, and Filmora is the best. It has a lot of great features, and I mean it offers everything you need. But I don't know if it's offered for the phone, but Filmora, like for the computer, is pretty awesome, and everything that's offered, you can't beat it, especially for the price. It's one price, $40. Well, at least here it's $40, one set price. But yeah. Yes, Bob. I guess you could get a free version of Filmora maybe, but it'd have that watermark on it. But it is reasonably priced. The funny thing is, Gil Skills, you know what, they said $80, $79, whatever. But then, like you said, you know, if you let them know you close it out, like you're not going to purchase it, all of a sudden they give you a magic special price. They reduce it in half. They give it to you from 80 down to 40. So, and it's a one-time price. You don't have to pay it for it every year. So it's pretty decent. Bob, there, you should do like a, what's it called, a video on, maybe Filmora will sponsor you, my friend. That would be awesome. Filmora Go is a free app on Android. Well, there you go. And you know what? Filmora is decent, Mia. So if it's free, if you have Android, it is free too. But, yes. Oh my gosh, what a day it's been. I'm going to see if this is still saying I'm offline. Yep, still says I'm offline. It says live, but you are offline. That's fantastic. Bob, earlier, about quarter of the way through, on OBS watching everything, it looks like I'm live, everything's working. But if I go back into YouTube, back into the dashboard, it says live, but it also says I'm offline, and it says there's nothing streaming. So it's the weirdest thing. I mean, you can see it, but it's the weirdest thing. It's like a glitch or something. We are streaming, but it shows me offline too, if that makes sense. Yeah. Let me just take a sip, sorry. Oh gosh. Steve, you are live, don't worry. No, I know I am, but it's like the strangest thing. Like half of it says we are and the other says no, so oh, Jaga Pivia. I know I'm not saying it, but I love that. I bought Filmora for PC, $50 US, but it's a lifetime license, powerful and easy to use. Exactly. It's great. Like, and that's what I love about it. You'll never have to pay for Fillmore again, and there's so many of them out there. There's a yearly fee, or like either monthly or yearly fee. So even if you're paying whatever, you have to pay it every year. This is one time. It's a lifetime subscription. Like now, Fillmore has extra features that you can get on top of it, but like Bob, I would say what, 80% or so, 85% is included in the lifetime subscription. But if you want those extra features, effects, and music features or whatever, I think you can purchase those. But what you get with it is, as far as I'm concerned, is fantastic. Refresh it. Well, J Real Slut, the one time I refreshed on live, we went right off the air. That's the problem. But I mean, we're live, so I'll leave it. Mia. Oh my gosh, past my bedtime. The Young Adventurer, yo, how are you? So good to see you. Welcome. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Yes, and I love Fillmore too, Bob. It is good. Gils, I love that name. Ujega Pivi. And I know I'm not saying it correctly for them, but I do love that name. Mickey XOXO, stream's been up. Sorry, busy at work, but I gotta go now. Catch you later. Oh, no worries. Mickey, thank you so much. It's so good to have you here. And I know, Mickey, you're at work. The idea that you even dropped in for a second, I really appreciate it. You have a good one, Mickey. We'll see you later. See you again, okay, Mickey? Have a nice one. Thanks again, Mickey. Steve believes when OBS makes the Berlin sound, I freak. Because when it makes that sound and the green icon turns red, well, you're offline for real. Yeah, OBS, it's weird. You know what? I've seen Steve it go green, red, yellow, and then white, and then back to green. It hasn't done that today. It stayed green 100% on OBS. But I've seen it switch back and forth. But usually, like you said, when it starts to do the switch, you're offline right away. But anyways, it's working. So I got to quit rambling on about it. 3:21, 4-minute countdown. I have 4 minutes, 3 minutes now, 3:22. I always let everybody know the reason for that. I picked my son up at 3:35. He's done school. And by 3:25, I just get off here because it gives me 10 minutes to kill to go pick him up here. A pack meal. You know what? We should. You know what would be great if we had a stream one day. I couldn't talk about it enough, but I'm sure you could for sure. And there's a few other people here that could definitely. I'd love a stream on like Game of Thrones. I would love it. There only might be a few of us, but I would love to talk about. I would love if. I'm gonna have to look to see if there's any live streams that anybody does do stuff about Game of Thrones, because I'm not well versed enough about it, but I would love to watch this. Whoops! I'm gonna slip off my chair. I would love a stream about Game of Thrones. Young Adventure, what's going on, guys? How are you? Well, you know what? We're coming to the end here in about 2 minutes, Young Adventure, but it's been pretty good. We're almost an hour and a half in, just talking to a bunch of people. At least I've been having a good time. Everybody was talking about some video editing programs. Just talking about everybody's channels and stuff. Just kind of a basic chat, but having a good afternoon so far. Yes, APAC no Fillmore is really easy. Yes, and it is OBS. That's how we're streaming out right now, Mia. That's the program that you see with all the goofy, like the chat on the side. And that it's another program that we used to go through YouTube to stream out. But I couldn't give it enough justice, but that's what we're using right now. That's what I'm using right now, Mia. Oh, good. Steve explained Aussie 1968. It's a software that allows you to go live the way Jeff is late right now. I mean, you can add graphics, things, music, plugins, microphones, etc. There you go. Steve said it all for me. Thank you, Steve. Big Cake, thanks very much, my friend. Sounds like a great idea. Yes. Oh, APAC meal. I'll be doing one soon. We do them all the time. Do you? Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to have to look out for notifications. Either that or I'm going to have to go back. APAC meal, how often do you stream live? Let me know. Because I'm going to have to, because I've seen videos. I don't know exactly with everybody's live. I'm going to have to look for that then, my friend. I am going to have to look at that. Yes, it's free. You're right, Steve. It is free. Thanks, J Real Slots. It was fun today, wasn't it? It was fun. Oh, Mia, you know what? You shouldn't say that. You should not say that. Oh, geez, Mia. Yes, exactly, Steve. Mia, who knows? Maybe you will. Exactly, Steve. Definitely give Mia all the confidence. Exactly. Young adventure. Hey, the preacher. Yes, Moose Scrapper. Like the button has been hit, Mr. Cake. Oh gosh, I love it. Moose Scrapper, it's nice to see you. Thank you very much. Oh gosh. Well, it's the magic time. Like I said, it is good to see Moose Scrapper, Bob. It is good to see him. Jonas likes to play. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Big Keg, everybody, a packed meal of Young Adventure. Everybody, well, I have to run now, everybody. APAC meal, I've done like 40 of them. You're always welcome to come on, Jeff. Well, APAC meal, I'm kind of interested in that. I am definitely interested in that, my friend. I am definitely going to check this out, my friend. Jonas likes to play. My name's Jeff Lafollette. Well, my name's Jeff as well. Jonas likes to play, so I will not forget that. I will not forget that. Everybody, I'm so sorry that I have to run. I go from 2, sometimes to 3, sometimes to 3:25, but I don't ever go longer than this because now I have about 9.5 minutes to get my son from school, so I have to go, everybody. But I've had a great time, and as Cake says, hooroo. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, thanks everybody for coming on. I bid you do, but thank you so much. Everybody have a good day, and Bob, 7 o'clock tonight, I'll talk to Joe, but I'll come by tonight at 7 o'clock, okay? Have a good one, everybody. Mia, everybody, Campania TV, everybody have a good one, okay? Thanks again. Back tomorrow for the last live for the week. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good one. Good night.